Okay, hey guys, and welcome. I know as we still wait for some people to do our presentations where if you remember last lesson, we were going to be tour guides and we're gonna, present, but I can see not everyone is here. So let's start by getting into the review for Unit 11, and then we might do the role plays after. So the review just means that we're going to be looking at the grammar and everything that we've learned in this unit. So if you remember, Unit 11 was about tourism. We were talking about places. We learned how to recommend, tell people where we think they should go. You know, where are places that are good? Where are restaurants, cafes, parks, lakes, anything that's interesting. We now know how to tell people where to go. We say, well, you should go, hey, Jose, or how about, what about? That was one of the big things that we learned this unit, but also we learned how to say have to and can. So remember, have to was when something is very important. Like, for example, you have to study because you have a test on Friday, or you have to be careful. It's very hot today. Drink lots of water. So that's have to. It means something is very, very, very important. Can is like an option. You know, if you want, you can write in pen or you can write in pencil. If you want, you can work on the weekends or not. It's an option. So that's the difference between have to and can. But let's do some exercises and make sure that we can understand that we've got the correct understanding of can and have to. So we're in the review. And I've got here, it says, I wear nice clothes, but I something wear a uniform. What do you think the answer could be? But I, but I don't have to wear a uniform. I think, but I don't have to. So that's a negative. I don't have to. So I wear nice clothes, but for work, but I don't have to wear a uniform. So they have an option. They don't have to. It's not important. They don't have to. How about number 2? The tourist something smoke on the tour bus, but they can outside. They can't. How did I know? Because if I looked at the next sentence after the comment, it says, but they can. So it must mean that I said a negative in the beginning and then I put a positive at the end. I said tourists cannot smoke on the tour bus, but if they want, they can outside. So remember can, because if they want, not have to, because then that means you're making them smoke. We don't want to force people to smoke. We want to give them an option. If you want, you can smoke, but it must be outside. So tourists can't smoke on the tour bus. It's not possible. So remember, Can is like saying it's possible. Should is like saying it's very important. And have to is also very important. Okay, the next one. At lunchtime, I something eat with the tourists, but I don't have to. Can't, but it's got the but. I have to, but then that's the only option. At lunchtime, I have to eat with the tourist, but then that means that's the only option. I can if I want, it's an option. So I can if I want, but I don't have to. At lunchtime, I can eat with the tourist, but I don't have to. So it's like saying if I want, I can eat with the tourist, but I don't have to. So just remember, don't have to is like saying it's not important. So can for number 3. And the last one, I something know everything about the city because the tourists ask a lot of questions. Yeah, it's very important. I have to. That's the only option. I have to because I'm a tour guide. So I have no choice. It's very important. I have to know everything about the city because I'm a tourist and tourists will ask, because I'm a tour guide and tourists will ask me a lot of questions. And we'll see that in our presentation today. So can't is also like saying you're not allowed to do something. So can't, it's okay. Number 2, let's practice some more. Choose the correct option. This hotel is terrible. Yeah, we shouldn't. I mean, that's a negative. We shouldn't. It's bad. We shouldn't. We shouldn't have to. If you want, you could say we shouldn't have to. We shouldn't stay here. It's not important. We don't have to stay here. We shouldn't. Number 2, she doesn't speak the local language. She should. She should do a language course before she goes to Italy. She should. It's very important. She should. Should. Shouldn't. Shouldn't in the negative. So she should. Number 3, you should. Yep. So remember, this is how we give suggestion, how we tell people what we think is good. You should rent a car because actually, no, not should. It says but, so I can't have two. You should rent a car. You shouldn't. You shouldn't rent a car because it's very expensive. So that's a negative, because it's expensive. That's not a good idea. Number 4, sometimes the hotels are full, so we should. It's very important. So we should book a room in advance. It's very important. We should. Okay, number 3, write 4 sentences about your job or studies using should, shouldn't, have to, don't have to, can or can't. Now I'm going to change it. Write a sentence about anything. It doesn't have to be about your job or your work or your studies. It could be about your life, your parents, your religion, your person, about you, about someone else. So 4 sentences. I'll give you some examples. This was from last students. So they wrote, I have to attend English classes from Monday to Friday. From Monday to Friday, I have to, because it's very important. Another example is I can stay in the class during the break, but I don't have to. Because remember, there's an option. I can, if I want, stay in the class, but I don't have to. Another example, Maria should take the tram earlier because she's been coming to work late. So Maria should take the tram earlier because she's been coming to work late. So that's very important. She should catch the bus earlier. She should wake up earlier. She should get ready earlier. Another example, I have to learn English every day. It's very important. I have to, learn English every day. So not I can, because you don't have an option. I mean, it's very important. You have to. If you want to, survive in Australia and speak well, you have to learn English every day. Remember, not can, because can is if I want to, I have an option. At my job, I have to wear a uniform. Another example, the car park is terrible. I shouldn't park there. At my work, I have to wear boots inside the warehouse. I should arrive at 5 p.m. to my office. Very important. We should keep the English class clean. Every Friday in my English class, we have to do a test. Okay, so I'll give you 2-3 minutes to write your own sentences and we'll come back and check them. Okay, so we're looking at writing our own sentences with should, shouldn't, have to, don't have to, can, and can't. I'll start with Jonathan first. Yeah, Jonathan?
I shouldn't go to work because I'm sick.
Yeah, I shouldn't go to work because I'm unwell or sick. Exactly. So it's something that I should not do. It's very important not to do it. I shouldn't. Good sentence. Anyone else with a sentence? Yeah, so I have to learn English and I should practice speaking every day. I would add every day, and I should practice speaking every day. Yep. Edward?
I should review for my business.
I should review what? My notes? Notes? Yeah, I should review my notes for my business. Yeah, I should Oh, for my English, sorry. Yeah, I should review my notes for my English. Yeah, really, I should review my English notes. You can make it a little bit shorter. So I should review my English notes. It's very important. I should. Yes, Alina. Do you have a sentence? I should go home now? Yeah. So maybe I should go home now. Maybe you're at a party and you've been there for a long time. So you say to your friend, okay, look, I should go home now. I need to sleep. So yeah, I should go home now. Santiago? Yeah, I can wear. We usually use the verb wear anything I want to work. Yeah, I can wear anything I want. So I'm going to use wear. Anything I want to work or anywhere, like just every day. Every day, yeah, I can wear anything I want every day. So I chose to go with wear, this one, because it's more common. So if I want, I can wear anything I want every day. Yep, good. Shirley. Yes, sometimes the weather is hot. So we should drink water. I would say instead of sometimes, because it's like you're talking about many different days, I would say the weather is hot today, so we should drink water. Because I want to speak about not just many different days and, sometimes, but when it's hot, maybe this is better. When it's hot, we should drink water. It's a bit more better because you're saying when it's hot, you're a bit more clear when to do it. Because you said, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's not. So we should drink water. But this is more clear. When it's hot, then it's very important we should drink water. Jose, did you have a sentence? Should. Who? What's your subject? Who are you speaking to? Yeah, maybe I should go. Yeah. I should go. Sorry, I should go to the bank. To the bookstore. Yep, to the bookstore. Yeah, exactly. So it's very important. I should go to the bookstore on Monday. Monday. If you want, we haven't been doing questions. Maybe you could say you're talking to someone else. You say, oh, should we go to the beach today because it's hot? So you can ask a question as well, should, and then the subject, because you switch it when you make a question. So should we go to the beach today because it's hot? Adriano? Oh, Sebastian, sorry, Sebastian. I'll have to remember. Sebastian?
Don't have to work
Yes,
on Friday.
exactly. I don't have to work on Friday. So he has the day off. I don't have to. It's not important. Silvio? I should go. I should go to work every day. Yes, I should go to work every day. It's very important. I should go to work every day. Okay, good. We didn't have as much time, but let's look at the next part. Do you remember when we learned about body, thing, and where? This was a little bit hard. Anything, anywhere, everybody, everything, something, somebody, somewhere, all these words, So let's look at making some filling in the sentences with these words. So space tourism, going out into space as tourist. There's always something somewhere. Yeah, because it's talking about a place. There's always somewhere new to visit on Earth. So remember where, because we're talking about a place and somewhere. We don't know where, but somewhere in the world. So there's always somewhere to visit on Earth. But maybe you'd like to do something. Maybe you'd like to do something. So remember, thing is for an activity. So something. We don't know what, but any activity, maybe something. So maybe you'd like to do something really different for your next holiday. Space Adventures is a space tourism company, and they send they send somebody into space. They sent somebody, because we're talking about a person. So we don't know who, just a person. It's like saying, and they sent a person into space 10 years ago. Since then, 6 more tourists have traveled with the company and hundreds more tourists have reserved flights in the future. Okay, so really important to know the difference. When you have where at the end, it's talking about a place. We don't know where, it's somewhere. Thing is talking about an activity or an object, and body is about a person. So it's in general, when you said somebody, like if I said, can somebody help me? I'm not saying, can Edward help me? Or can, Min help me? I'm just saying somebody, like anyone in general. Can somebody help me? Or, I lost something. You don't know what, but it's just something. What is it? Is it my pen, my phone, my book? I lost something. And this weekend, I'm going somewhere. Where? You don't know, just somewhere. So that's what it means. It's very general. When you put some in front of the word, it's just a general, general person, general activity, general place. You don't know where. It's not specific. Okay, number 5. In Puerto Rico, the US dollar is the national currency. Yes, so we looked at these vocabs for when we travel. Currency, the money. Get a work visa before you get a job in a new country. In most countries, cars drive on the right-hand side. You can have a driving lesson when you pass your test. You can have a driving license when you pass your test. Luxembourg is a multicultural country. So remember, these are vocabs you have to know. Multicultural means a mix of people. A mix of people from different places and countries. Multicultural. We looked at some vocab as well. Camping, activities, hiking, return, single, sightseeing, souvenirs, tour guide, tourist. So which is a type of holiday? Camping, yeah. Hiking, sightseeing. That's a type of yeah. Which is a type of ticket? Single, because you remember single means just one way. Single, return, yeah. Which is something you buy on a holiday? Souvenirs, yeah. No, you don't buy a tour guide. Because you remember something, an object. That's a person. A tour guide is a person. And other people on holidays, tour guide, tourists. Yep. Okay, good. Number 7. So we're gonna actually do our presentations from yesterday. So now we can talk about visiting another country, tick, and we can talk about tourism. So we'll finish quickly number 8, and then we'll do our presentations. So let's match them. How about going on a camping holiday? Remember, I'm giving someone an advice or what I think. What would the answer be? Question 8, how about going on a camping holiday? Weather? Yeah. I prefer sleeping in a hotel. Exactly, yes. So when someone says to you, how about doing something, you should say yes or no first and then give your idea. Number 2, you should visit the beach. What would a response be? Um, I would say D. No, C. You should visit the beach. Yes, but the disadvantage is that it's very crowded in summer. Yes, sorry, C. Can I make a suggestion? That means, can I give you my ideas? Can I give you what I think? Yes. D? Sure. What is it? And sorry? Can you? Can I lend you the key? Yes. Yes. Okay. With that one there. Thank you. That's okay. And the last one, why don't you go hiking in the mountains? That's a really good idea. I need some exercise. Okay, so that's all we had time for to look at our revision. So um let's look at the role plays from, well, not role plays, but the we have from yesterday. If you remember, we're going to be tour guides. So is any team ready? Is Gus, Julian and Clayton, they were online. But are you ready? I know Clayton is not here. Can you do it by yourself? The Dome of Rock? Yeah? Can you come and speak about the Dome of Rock? Yeah. Why? So remember, you have the Dome of Rock. You're a tour guide here. Can you come and be a tour guide? Yes? No? How about Jessica, Shirley, Jose? He went. Silvio, Sebastian, and Louis. You had the place in France. Are you ready? No? Alina and Oscar had the Colosseum. Are you ready? Yeah? To talk about it? Prepare. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes. We really don't have much time, and then we'll come back. Okay, so let's get into watching some of the shows. We'll go with Oscar's team first. Is Alina here? She just left. Okay, so I can see the Berlin Wall. Jessica, Shirley, and Jose. Would you like to come up? And you're going to be our tour guide about the Berlin Wall. Okay, so let's hear So Jessica, Shirley, and Jose, you can come up and be tour guides about this place. So the Berlin Wall. Yes. Okay, so this they had tourists. So tourists and we had
3 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yes. Okay. Good night. Good night, everyone. Our country is Berlin, in Germany.
Good morning.
Good morning and welcome to the tour. Today I'm going to show you around the historic Berlin Wall. Wow.
Stop go to the side forward. It works with amazing morals and hard work that will this story. And the girl with no life.
The Berlin Wall stretches approximately 106 kilometers, cutting through the heart of Berlin before encircling the border between West Berlin and Strasbourg. During these 28 years existence, this iconic parade with numerous unforgettable stories. Some students are crossing it, while other tragically lost their life in the ambulance.
Some daring individuals dug tunnels and managed to escape, and certain areas become enclaves, make it difficult for the owners of the enclaves to access their own land.
Okay.
Usually, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. And Italo, sorry, yes, who are showing us the Colosseum. So you looked at my new one that I added in Facebook, my response? Yes. Okay, so we are in Italy, we are in the Colosseum, we are tourists, and we're listening to our tour guide. Okay. So we're heading right here now.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the colleague Zoom. You can see a sand and gravel pit behind us. This was the largest structure in the center of ancient Rome. It was built between 1780 and 1880 and is 48 meters tall. Yes, is 48 meters tall.
Was used as a word which could reach 50,000 to 80,000 people. Many people came to see gladiator competitions here. Competitions, sorry, competitions. You are really now it's the last remaining object in Roma. It's great community center. You forgot it. Great community center.
Yes.
Before we measure impossible, right? At one of the stands, the compost and give the one rice well in here. Today for only 23 pills, you can stay for many right?
Okay, so we can go for this. The last one is Silvio, Sebastian, and Louis. And we are here. We are in Paris now. Okay, so Silvio, Sebastian, and Louis. Remember, we are tourists and we are listening to our tour guide. So usually we ask
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to Louvre, famous museum in Paris. That will be you guys. Okay? Uh, no, I will be your get Right.
Hello, we would like to know more about the museum.
Claire, the Louvre Museum is France National Museum dedicated to archaeology and the decorative art. It is located in Paris, the country capital in former royal place of the Louvre.
What are the best as that we could be looking?
The 13 bed were from the Louvre in Paris, the Venus, the Milo Venus, the Milo and Louvre Jans Museum, the victory of some of trades, the victory of some of trades, the Celtic employed and Jacob Amurabi, Silche Revi, the block keeps the vegetables, the Gioconda, the wedding and Cana.
How long have you tested the poly collection student?
The museum collection began in the first half of the 19th country and are among the most important in world.
Yeah.
Present. Thank you very much. We really like knowing the history of the museum.
Yes. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. And see lots of artwork in there. Amazing. So I think we can do one more. We've got Gustavo, Santiago, Juanita, and Jonathan. Yeah. So we are at the Western Wall in Israel. Okay, so remember, we're at the Western Wall in Israel.
Hello, everyone. We are in Israel, the best place in our country. Welcome. We are meeting to know the most important place in our city. This wall is called Wailing Wall, also called Western Wall. It was built 20 years BC.
It was what?
The wall is the architecture style in the old Roman. This is the most sacred place in Judaism. Yes. Is open every day of the year, and the wall is 19 meters high.
Please.
Yeah. 400 meters long. Yeah.
you can only see 16 meters of it. The rest is on the ground. The people go to leave a rated paper. There are the risks that you are going to ask. Good. God. Final, the people pray.
There are different stages. There are four men and one for men and one for women. This happens because for Judaism, women are straight. Women are sacred.
Perfect. So we've been around the world to see amazing places. So we didn't get to finish them all, but we will have Julian and Clayton do that on next lesson, and also I think just Julian actually and Clayton. That's the last one. Do you want to do Julian? You want to come? Yes. Yes, because I wrote it for you. You have the English. Yes. Come down. Yes. Who's the last one? Yes. So we have no choice. So we're also in Israel, and now we have Julian being a tour guide. Yep. So come, Julian. Yes. Yes. Ah, he has the paper. Okay. So we'll see this part next to the Western Wall. If you remember Gustavo's group, this is next to the Western Wall. So we'll find out about this place next time. Okay, so that was the lesson for the unit 6. We've been talking about tourism. We've been going to so many places. You guys got an opportunity to be tour guides and, you know, present and be tourists. I have to say, Gustavo, really good. He looked like he was a tourist. He had more of that tourist. And I still remember, Jose, you're selling, because when you sell remember the market? So you've got the market job, but I have to say, Gustavo, he is a tourist. He looks like he could be a tour guide. So really interesting. I'm happy to see that you picked, well, I picked great places and you got to present it, learn some information. We didn't have enough time to ask questions because as a tourist, we ask questions, but next time. Okay, so let's have a break. That was unit 11, talking about tourism. So it's been really fun and interesting. Until next lesson, let's have a break and I'll see you all after the break. Okay, so for the test. And see you all next lesson.